Continued to grind and really made a lot of good connections, and up until the cancer, you know, things were going pretty well.
Can't let the cancer take me down, now ask why, well that's why, I said I can't let the cancer take me down, now ask why, well that's why, now ask why,
I figured, you know, like I said before, I could either sit here and do nothing about it, or I can, you know, make something of it. And that's when the idea came to me, you know, I could write an album, I could, because hip-hop is what I do, it's what I love, and it's how I express myself. And I knew that if I just sat around and did nothing with it, that the psychological aftermath would be, you know, horrible.
He wrote the songs when he was inpatient, at his sickest, you know, not eating, throwing up, when he couldn't do anything but pick up his pen and write. He turned the small bedroom in our house into a studio. He turned the closet into a sound booth, and he recorded all this music with his computer, with his laptop, and edited it all and produced it all and turned it into this amazing album. I mean, it is such a testament to the fight.
Could have been much worse if I didn't have an outlet for all of, you know, those feelings that your mind hides away when survival mode takes over. So those emotions that I kind of hid away didn't go anywhere. I felt like I had to record this album, you know, not only for, you know, to use it as a fundraiser for cancer research and treatment and things like that, but also just as something to save me, you know what I mean, and keep me from going down a real dark road mentally. So to motivate myself, I felt like I have a certain amount of time. I want to be done with this album by the time my chemo is done. I want to have the whole creative process be done while I'm on chemotherapy to just give it that much more meaning.
On his good days, he just wrote and wrote and wrote. And on the bad days, you know, you got to go through this shit. He changed his whole life because he really believed in what he was trying to do. At the same time, you still balance, and it made him stronger because he's like, I'm going to beat cancer and I'm going to finish this motherfucking album at the same time. So the race is on. Who going to win?
Not only was the album therapeutic for him to do to make him feel better, but I think people that have been through, you know, the whole experience of getting treated for cancer, I think it inspired them and you know, and drove them and made them, you know, feel like they can relate to somebody.
So he always had a gift, you know, I mean, and thank God he was able to bring it into use when he really, really needed it. And people at Sloan Kettering got word of it when we told them about it, and they loved it. Every time we go to a checkup, which is once a month now, we bring a stack of them, and they give them to the adolescent and the pediatric patients.
I really feel like the young adults, you know, who are more exposed to this, you know, urban culture, hip-hop music, you know, are more relatable.